What's going on, people? This is your boy Lou Wrestling 2 101 coming at you with a video. This is my 101 on my thoughts on the Night of Champions as well as the Raw that just passed. You know, I don't really review that many Raws or SmackDowns or Impacts anymore because the shows are such shit. They're so mediocre. It's not worth my time. So I figure, you know what the hell? If I'm gonna rant, I'm gonna bitch about two things on this video. This video is gonna be kind of long. You can probably tell by the time on the video. Just bear with me here. You know what it is. All right. Hit the subscribe button up if you already haven't. Leave video responses, leave comments. You know what it is. Thumb it up, thumb it down. Give me a response. You know. All right. Now, Night of Champions itself. Overall, it was an entertaining pay-per-view. I can't say that. Was it worth the money I spent for it? No, definitely not. I had two moments in the night that I marked out for, and yes, I did mark out. It's not often I get to do that, so yeah, I was pretty happy about two things on the show. The rest of the show, I was very disappointed. Even though the entertainment value, some of it was there, the wrong decisions in terms of booking were made, and once again, the show turned into nothing but a huge clusterfuck of shit. Alright, now in the first match of the card, which is my first mark-out moment because I get to see Evan Bourne once again on TV, this time on pay-per-view, defending a tag team title. Even though it's worthless, still a title. That's right. At least in WWE standards, that means something. So, I'm glad they're using him. Thank God he's not just jobbing and losing to people for 2 years straight. I'm just saying. Thank you, WWE. Continuing on, Air Boom versus Awesome Truth. The match was good. Okay, the match itself wasn't bad, like in the sense that it told a good story. It wasn't the most technical match I've ever seen, but it did tell a good story. And I do like how we had the disqualification finish, you know, so it looked like, at least it looked like, that's why I said looked like, they were going to further the feud. And now, at the end of the show, I really don't know what the fuck they're going to do, but I'll get to that at the end of this review of Night of Champions. And then, of course, after the match, you have R-Truth and The Miz cutting a promo backstage. So there you go there. And after this promo, we get the next match. Now, the next match was the Intercontinental Championship match. It was very last minute. They did this. I still think it's too early for Ted DiBiase to be getting this push. I still think this should have waited a couple of months. I think it's too early. They should have furthered the Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes story so it gets some more build-up. DiBiase still has no one behind him. This is very bad timing. Nobody. It's too soon to turn him face. Okay, you can't just. This match shouldn't have happened. All right, this is horrible booking. First of all, they should have had some kind of #1 contendership match or something to determine the #1 contender for the goddamn title. But would they do that? No, that's logical booking. Why the fuck would they want to do that? And why would you even bother turning DiBiase face here when he lost? He didn't even beat Rhodes. He lost. Granted, he looked decent. I mean, you know, he lost via roll-up. You know, Rhodes grabbed the tights. So there you go, 1, 2, 3. But still, you turned him face just to have him lose a pay-per-view, and you did it too early. You should have waited to turn him face and then had him win the goddamn belt. Then you got Christian, who cuts a promo, which is not even advertised whatsoever. He comes out just bitching and complaining. He does enough of this on free TV. Do I have to pay to see this too? Do I have to pay to see you guys bury him? God, it's ridiculous. All right, look. The one good thing about this segment, it looks like, because Sheamus did come out to shut Christian up, you know, and like, you know, you're nothing but a white baby. Sheamus comes out. So it does look like that they're going to set up this Christian-Sheamus feud where ultimately Sheamus will go over Christian here. You know, Christian's going to be the dirty heel, and Sheamus is hopefully going to overcome the odds, not decimate the odds, like a John Cena, and eventually go over, and then maybe at a Survivor Series or something, go up against Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm just saying. That would be good booking to me. That would make good sense. Will they do it? Probably not, but it would be nice if they did. We'll have to see what happens. And then, of course, you know, you gotta have Sheamus just laying out Christian like the whole Superman thing. Brother. He's like, Hulk Hogan, brother. Just sweat out the brother, you know what I'm saying? And now, for the next clusterfuck of the night, here we go. Crash TV 101. the Fatal 4-Way for the United States Championship. Yeah, brother! Alright, first of all, John Morrison and Alex Riley should not even be in this match, okay? You had John Morrison elevate to like the main event level. Now he's back down the mid-card, losing to other guys in the mid-card division, which proves they don't give a fuck about him anymore. So he's fucking gone with a fart and a win. Alright, he's probably going to be gone the next spring cleanup. Alex Riley, why was he in this? Him losing this early in his career in matches like this, that just where they're thrown together just to put him somewhere in the card because you have nothing relevant for his character, is just going to make him look bad in the future. He's going to be nothing more than a fucking jobber. You got to give these guys storylines. Just don't throw them in clusterfucks of matches just because you can, because you want to make a fucking 4-way in a fucking pay-per-view that most people aren't going to understand why the hell it's even on the goddamn show, because the other two guys aren't involved in the feud. Alright, now you have Ziggler retain here, which I'm fine with. That's the only thing I have any problem with here, to an extent. I'm glad that John Morrison and A-Rod didn't win because they're not part of the goddamn storyline, so they shouldn't have been in the match. But my point is regardless, it's a heel versus a heel, and that is not proper booking. Okay, I don't want to see that. I want to see these guys facing good guys and beating their asses. It's their jobs. Instead, their job titles are glorified jobbers. It's just so apparent in the clusterfuck of shit that happens in the WWE, especially in things like this Fatal 4-Way, where you can just see that they really don't give a damn about the guys on the show. Which they should give a damn, because if they gave a damn, it'd be a better overall product. They'd make more money. But are they going to do that? No! Why would they do that? That would be logical sense. That would be the smart thing to do. Why would they want to do that? They're going to do the dumb thing, because that's the stupid thing to do, because they're so used to doing that for the last 8 years. You know, I guess WWE thinks they can just give us a botched spot in a match and we'll just forget about the crappy booking sense and the clusterfuck of shit that it is known as Crash TV. And by the way, I forgot to mention, Swagger did not botch his finishing move. Amazing. Alright, after this we get a Mark Henry backstage promo. I got nothing bad to say about the promo. They've really been promoting Mark Henry. This is one of the better things that happened in the night. You know, further, showing of Mark Henry's character. You know, he's been dominant. He's continued to be dominant. And he's just going to prove that tonight and all this shit. Prove all his doubters and all that shit. So there you go. I'm not going to complain or rant on that. So I was happy with that. So, smiles! I think you got Vicky Guerrero who cuts a promo after this. I mean, whatever. Who the hell gives a damn? This whole Swagger Ziggler thing is just retarded. It's redundant. It's stupid. They shouldn't be going at each other. They're heels. This is retarded. Enough said. Wait, actually not enough said, really, because now apparently Swagger is part of the group. The group consisting of Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler, and now Jack Swagger. They're going to be Barney and friends. Yay! Now, the next thing I want to talk about real quick is they announced that Hell in a Cell is in 2 weeks. Pay-per-view. 2 weeks? I mean, really? What kind of build are you going to get in 2 weeks? It's going to be a throwaway pay-per-view that no one's going to buy because nothing going to be known about it till the night of the show. WWE needs to go back to having like 4 pay-per-views a year, just the big 4. Forget the rest of them. And besides, man, I'll get more into this in another video. But Hell in a Cell match used to be those matches where you got in a Hell in a Cell when you had 2 guys that, you know, they were trying to prove who was number 1. They've been in so many matches, but that match is like the last resort matches you were going to have. You didn't see many Hell in the Cell matches until they made a Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. Now it doesn't seem like such a nostalgic match anymore. It just seems common. I mean, they used to show a lot of cage matches, but whenever you saw the cage that had the roof and everything, there was really no climbing out. You knew it was just going to be a gruesome match because someone had to get pinned. You couldn't just walk out of the cage. In my opinion, that's one of the greatest matches the WWE has is the Hell in the Cell. It's fucking awesome. I love Hell in the Cell matches when they're good matches. But now they've named the pay-per-view Hell in the Cell. That's coming up. Okay, it's whatever how many years it's been Hell in the Cell now. Okay, and the matches aren't even really Hell in the Cell quality. They're just wrestling matches that take place in the Hell in the Cell now. There's no cage usage. There's no battering and bruising and beating anymore. I don't know why they're even around anymore if they're not going to take advantage of what Hell in the Cell really is. I mean, Really. But going on here, we get a Mark Henry video package real quick. I thought that was good once again, you know, because we already had a promo from him. Now we're getting a video package before the match. We didn't get to hear from Randy Orton this promo. Thank God. He's got the shittiest mic skills in the world. I am the Robinator, and I am the love child of RoboCop and Terminator. Malfunction. And I gotta say, thank God that Randy Orton lost this match. Second mark out moment of the night. I didn't mark out because Mark Henry won. I marked out because Randy Orton lost, and it wasn't to someone like John Cena. I got the kryptonite, bitch. And even my dog was excited. As a matter of fact, yeah, my dog never gets excited for wrestling, and he was ecstatic. He loved it. He's still ecstatic about it right now. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. He was so happy. Mark Henry just whooped his ass. Like, he's been whooping his ass the whole time. He just went in there and whooped his ass again. It was fucking awesome. Thank you, WWE. You finally did something right for a change. And the clusterfuck of shit that you always do, including this show. At least there was some good things in it. Thank God. And like I said earlier, ultimately I hope that this means maybe at Survivor Series or something of that nature, we'll have Sheamus go over Mark Henry and become the World Heavyweight Championship or something after, you know, he goes over Christian because Christian puts him over. We'll have to see how that works out, but only God can tell and time will see, so. And I will give this to Randy Orton because most of the time I like to bash on him for not, you know, really going out there and really, when he's losing, he never wants to look, you know, like he's getting his ass beat. He doesn't want to make the bad guy look good or anything. And Mark Henry looked great. Hell, Randy Orton even let Mark Henry stand on him without holding the ropes. Like, he let go of the ropes. You know, so like Randy Orton really let Mark Henry look dominant in this match. So I know I don't give a lot of praise to Randy Orton. So there you go to all your Randy Orton marks. He did also do good in this match. He did a good job of making Mark Henry look good. Let's just hope that he doesn't lose the belt back to Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. Gotta love those mark-out moments, man. Gotta love them. But then, of course, they have to ruin it. And then I have to see John Laurinaitis on my TV pay-per-view that I paid for. He got to promo backstage with Del Rio. Wishes Del Rio good luck, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. CM Punk walks in, wishes CM Punk good luck. Yada, 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 yada. Alright. You know, CM Punk's like, you're full of shit. Blah, 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 blah. Yada, 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 whatever. Anything that involves John Laurinaitis, I can fucking care less. Fuck that motherfucker. Fucking sucks. He was never a good wrestler. He never amounted to shit. He always will never be nothing but shit. So why he's on my TV? I didn't pay to see him. Then we get Kelly after this versus Beth Phoenix. And you would think, you know, Beth Phoenix is in her hometown. Sucks you win here. No, why would WWE have that happen? No, we're going to make Kelly, for once again, look good because she faced somebody good in the ring. Which proves that Kelly just sucks. Because until she steps in the ring with Natalya or Beth Phoenix, she sucks. I wonder why. Let's just continue to make the Divas of the Doom look like shit like you did on the Raw following the goddamn pay-per-view. This is ridiculous. Such a clusterfuck of stupid shit. Why would you have the two of them turn heel just to keep losing and jobbing to this stupid bitch? She's nothing but a bimbo. Or a fucking life-size blow-up doll. Frickin' sakes. Man, it's ridiculous. Now, I will give Kelly this one little prop here. She did take a top rope superplex, so I would never expected her to do something like that. So, in that sense, I'll give her that much, but Kelly, you got a lot to learn. It's not your time to shine, baby. I'm sorry. Then you have Del Rio versus John Cena. John Cena wins his, what, 10th WWE Championship title. He's broken the record. He's probably going to break Ric Flair's record of 21 world titles. No, it's not 16, people. It's 21. Go do your research. Oh, my God. You know, Del Rio is supposed to be this big star. They got this up-and-coming tour in Mexico and all this shit. What are they doing? They've been trying to push him for the longest time, and he holds it for a couple of weeks. He was a paper champion, just like CM Punk and John Cena were prior to that. So what's going to happen now? Hell in the Cell? Is he going to win it back, and John Cena will be another paper champion to add back to the list when he's paper champion about a month ago? The title should not change hands like this. It takes the prestige away from the belt, and the belt's already worthless. It's nothing but a stage prop already. I'm just saying, this is pathetic. I know I just recently defended John Cena. This is not John Cena's fault. And I wish WWE would just learn to trust other people. Give the ratings time. You know, guys back in the day like Austin, The Rock, they didn't pop ratings the first day. It took time. But you let them take the chance on the top. You gave them the time to shine. Why don't you do that now? But I'm just a fucking wrestling fan. I'm not involved in the backstage politics and all that shit. I don't know a goddamn thing, right? I'm just a fan. I don't know what I want to see, do I? No, because I don't have my own brain in my own head. Because they control it. Obviously, I don't, because they know exactly what I want to see. And you guys seen at the beginning, they had him booked to basically come in and introduce himself, then he hands the mic back to the announcer so he could say his name. Because he wanted to mock Del Rio furthermore. What? Icing on the cake, baby. That's what we're talking about, brother. Alright, after this we get a video package for the Triple H CM Punk match for tonight, which ended up turning into nothing but a huge clusterfuck running into it, which was very disappointing in a sense because they were really going far with this, and the match didn't help the situation. This is freaking ridiculous. You know, knowing this was going to be more or less a street fight because Triple H is going to have a lot of ring rust, this wasn't really a wrestling match. It was more of a street fight, but it didn't really feel like that real street fight that I wanted to see. It wasn't like a real Triple H brutal street fight like we used to get from him back in the day. So, it was entertaining to a certain extent up until it became nothing but a huge clusterfuck of shit because you had Miz and R-Truth run out there, which completely throws out the fact that they're in a feud with Air Boom, which means they're fucking the tag team division again right now to bring Miz and R-Truth into this storyline, okay? Because they don't want Triple H to be COO, remember? So they're just going to come in and try to fuck him. It's stupid shit. You have John Laurinaitis down there, okay? The ref gets knocked out. You have another ref come down. And then you got Triple H who just pedigreed CM Punk. Alright. Laurinaitis is telling the ref to stay down and look at the referee. Alright. Then you have it to where there's interference. CM Punk ends up getting, you know, the pin on Triple H. When he goes to make the pinfall, you have Miz and R-Truth pull him off when they don't want freaking Triple H to be the COO. That doesn't make any sense. That's stupid. This is nothing but a huge clusterfuck of shit. It made no sense. The guys that were out there were pulling the wrong guys off the wrong people, and the end of it all, the man himself, the so proclaimed God of the WWE, won the match. Why? Why did he win the match? What does it do for Triple H? He's a COO. He's not a wrestler. CM Punk needed this. Yes, granted, he kicked out of... He got powerbombed. Nash was out there too. He got powerbombed by Nash too. How can I forget that shit? Nash came out there, interfered too, knocking out both of them. CM Punk took the powerbomb. He took 3 pedigrees and a powerbomb to take him out. Granted, he took a lot to get his ass kicked, but Triple H still got his ass handed to him too by everybody else. This whole thing was nothing but a clusterfuck. CM Punk got buried in the end. Triple H supposed to put him over, but no, because Triple H is the good guy. He's the good guy trying to be the COO, the leader, the guy who runs the company. It doesn't work. He's got to be a heel. He should have been a heel and should have put over CM Punk. Was that going to happen? No, because he's the man. He's married to the boss's wife. He'll do whatever the hell he wants because Vince loves him so much. Triple H, your time is over. I like you, but go away. You're the executive president or vice or of talent relations, whatever the hell, relations of whatever the hell you are backstage. Just stick to that. Get off the TV. if I look at the overall value of the show in terms of the buy, it was not worth it. The only two good things that happened in the show, the fact that I seen Evan Bourne on the show, and that Randy Orton lost the title to Mark Henry. That was the only two good things that happened on the show. The rest of the show was nothing but a huge clusterfuck of shit. It was either horrible booking or nothing but a clusterfuck. It was basically mostly Crash TV. Only two good decisions were made tonight. The rest of the decisions were horrible. I've already went through the crap I thought of the goddamn show. What did you people think of the show? Did you like the show? Did you think it was great? Did you think it sucked? Did you think it was awesome? Let me know. Overall, if I take the wrestling and the overall booking senses of this show, I'll give it a D. I'll give it a D. I think it's fair to give it a D. I think that they could have did a lot better here. I'm not giving it an E or an F. People should be happy. I'm giving it a solid, not a D minus, it's a solid D. What do you people think? Leave it below. At the beginning of this video, people, real quick, I promised a raw review at the end of the video, and I got the raw review done. The problem is that whenever I try to turn it into an MP4, an MVA or VMA to upload it to YouTube and whatnot, it just freezes somewhere down the line. So I'm actually hoping and praying that this time, at least my Night of Champions review actually gets turned into a VMA so I can load it up into YouTube. That's what it is, people. But don't worry about that, because I don't even want to rant about Raw anymore. If I can find a way to make my MP4 be able to upload so you guys can see it, I will. But otherwise, I got something else I want to bitch about, and that's coming up in my next video, which is going to be later on today, so watch out for that. It's going to be a TNA rant. You know what it is. Peace.